everybody. So this place is super cool. It is called the Garden of Eden in Lucas, Kansas. And look, so there are some cool birds, but they have little faces in them. I don't know if I could zoom in and see them. This place is actually closed. I couldn't get a hold of anybody on the phone, so I am going to go through the gate and let myself in, because I won't be able to see this before a big storm comes. So I put a fee under a bucket on the porch. But look up there. That guy looks like the devil. I'm not sure what he's supposed to be, but it's pretty dang cool. And then up here, there's another guy with some little sword thing. And then on the entry sign is this lady with a skirt and a guy riding some sort of mountain goat up there. But it's pretty cool. But the story is that this guy built this all for his wife, and that they are buried here. Lady on a swing. This guy up here has been attacked by that wolf looking thing, and there's an angel grabbing him from heaven. And I think that lady's waving bye to him. I'm not sure. But this is pretty cool. Down here, this little pond looking thing actually has like a snake wrapped around it that's trying to grab that duck. There's some snow on the ground crunching. Sorry guys. This lady's got her shopping bags with her or something, and this guy's grabbing her arm. And there's an armadillo up there. Some birds. Over here there's an American flag, and that looks like an eagle on top. But this is pretty cool. Super duper cool. And it's a beautiful stone built cabin. And you would think it would have been a logs, but it's stones, but they're in lines of logs. I'll show you that in a minute. This apparently was a sign. I can't read what it says. And then this one says money, transportation, manifestation, coal, oil, sand, sumber, I think. I'm not sure what that last word is. There's a trust, trust. So this is all about banking in America, and I'm sure that's the world, a world globe. And then here's another lady carrying something, another flag, and then here's a hunter. That's pretty cool. He's got all of his packs and his canteen and his gun. Let me see if I can zoom back out. Oh, that's as far as I can zoom out. But here's the home. It says 1907 1907 cabin home, and then way up there it says 1907 also. But I also wanted to show you, look at those icicles hanging off of the gutter thing. But look at the brick it's made out of. It's super cool. It's like shaped like log, but it's brick. It's very beautiful. But they did the same layout you would do with log, but they did it with brick. And the whole thing is like stone and concrete. And it's been here since 1907. So that must be a way to build. Then you go down here, and here's this cool Indian guy. Look at that. Oh, I stuck my finger in the camera. Sorry. There's a cool Indian guy. I'm going to pause for a minute and take a picture of him too. And here's the house. Here's a deer. It's really beautiful. Up there it says 1907 cabin home. My left hand is freezing. And up here it's got snakes going after animals too. And there's a lady with a baby. Maybe I can get a better view of that. And this is something, some sort of animal going after smaller animals up at the top. And I can't tell if those other things are supposed to be beehives. But there's the lady. So up there, it's a lady holding a baby and a snake over her head. Pretty crazy. There's this guy out here. And then I'm not sure what this is. But at the top of it, there's somebody sawing a log, somebody wearing an American flag, Over here there's a person pointing, but this big one right here is where the guy and his wife are buried. And we'll walk around the outside first and then we'll go in. But right here it says GSP Dinsmoor and wife. Look at that huge tomb to them. It goes all the way up there and comes down here. And it's surrounded by this garden. Let's go on the other side. I think on the other side all I saw was a barn. I walked around it already because I wanted to see. And then there's something next door to it too that I want to check out. But on this side it looks like it's a little barn or carriage house. And then you can only see the backs of the things in the garden. But here is the front of the tomb. Right there. And up there, there's an angel reaching down for them. I think that's actually kind of cool. But we're going to go inside the garden now and see what's in there. Here's the side of the house inside the gate. It's just so beautifully built. It's really cool. Look at that. Just amazing structure. Concrete and block. And here since 1907. So here's this thing again. It looks like it would be somebody else's tomb, but I'm not sure. And at the top, it has trust, ballot, and I can't read that word going sideways. I'll have to look at the film and zoom in and see. But pretty cool. And then here's a light pole with a lady on it again. And then right in front of their tomb is an American eagle with the United States flag. That is so super cool. I'm going to pause and take a picture of that one too. That is really nice. And then this is a car shed. That thing that I said looked like a carriage house. This is my stone log cabin mausoleum. At each corner is a cement tree or post faced with native stone from 18 to 21 feet long. On the top of these is a short flag staff on which is a cement flag 4.5 by 7.5 feet, balanced with a cement bird ball bearing over 40 feet above ground. This is my coal house and ash pit with labor crucified above. I believe labor has been crucified between 1,000 grafters even since labor begun, but I could not put them all up. So I have put up the leaders, lawyers, doctors, preachers, and bankers. I do not say they are all grafters, but I do say they are the leaders of all who eat cake by the sweat of the other's fellow's face. Quotes for both pictures by S.P. Dinsmoor from the Pictorial History of the Cabin Home booklet for sale in the gift shop. Oh shoot, I would love that. Drawings by O.P. Hoopus. Oh, so up there, do you see that? Doctors, lawyers, preachers, bankers. In the middle is the laborers. Wow. That's profound. There's a lot of political and religious sentiment out here in Kansas that's amazing. I'm going to have to turn the camera sideways in order to get the whole mausoleum in there. And like I said, this says it's this car shed. I don't know if all the way back then it was a carriage house. My hands are freezing, just so you guys know. I have one glove on, one glove off. This is pretty flippin' cool. I'm just walking around the grounds to see what else there is to see here. This is an old carriage and an old wagon. And then out here it looks like they're building a new building. It's going to be some sort of, probably restrooms, because it does have a sign about not having restrooms. But here's a pond. Such a beautiful place though. And that's where the sidewalk ends. So this in the middle looks like some sort of place where they would have kept animals. I would say a chicken coop, but I don't know, and I wish I could get inside to get the book. But it's closed. I don't know what that is. Oh, maybe that's their well. I bet you that's what that is. This is a well house. This is one fancy well house. But that's what that is. Huh. Pretty cool. There's a little picnic table area. Maybe it has articles that say. But see, these all look like maybe some rabbits or chickens were kept in here. And this one's got a little tunnel cage on both sides. It's pretty neat. And then this is another side of the house. Right, this sidewalk's icy. But look at from back here how you can see. That must be the Statue of Liberty. Holding on to a spider or an alligator, it looks like. And here's another pyramid-shaped thing. I don't know what the pyramids represent. That one looks like it had a garden growing on it, though. And this is really cool. This is like a tunnel to the beginning. I bet you they grew some beautiful vines on here. And they must have been short because I'm barely clearing it, and I'm only 5'3". And this walks you out to the exit. But I'm not going to exit. I'm going to turn around and look at those sayings on the picnic table area. But this is the back side of the stuff I showed you in the beginning, and the back side of the house. Pretty cool. I get fascinated by all the weird and unusual stuff out here because it meant something to somebody for them to take the time and put in the effort to build this. It meant something to this gentleman, and it must have meant something to his wife because I believe that's who it's dedicated to. This looks like it was a tool shed. Oh, there's no curtain so we can look in. Oh yeah, look at all the old... It must have been a laundry house because that looks like an old washing machine. And those look like old wash tubs. And those are tools used to build home and cabin. Are up on the top over there. And then these were probably all bottles for lye and soap. And then there's an oven in the back. That's cool. That's where they did their chores. And then here's a little picnic table area. And it's got some posters up. So we're going to go check those out. We'll see over there it says public restrooms. So they must be building restrooms. Because that's a new build over there. And then that looks like a different part of a garden, but it just looks like it stores stuff. Okay. Oh, I wish I could get their book. I'll have to get all this stuff off the internet. But that is pretty cool. It shows pictures of all the sculptures and the people. Pretty cool. But that's it from the Garden of Eden in Lucas, Kansas. It is a fascinating place. It's my understanding the guy built it to dedicate it to his wife. As you can see, it has some political and social economic issues within the sculptures, but that's what makes things like that special and cool. Anyway, I'm going to say bye, and I'm going to walk next door because there's some sort of like house garden or something next door also. Alright, peace out everybody. Have a good day.